All right, good evening, everyone. First, I want to apologize for getting this video up super late. It's been a crazy week for me. As you can see, I'm moving, and I've been taking care of stuff going into the next school year. So those of you that have been keeping up with your videos, I apologize for making you wait. Those of you that have not gotten your videos turned in, do the best you can to get them all in. I know that there's dates for each video assignment. That's just kind of a guide to help everyone get these turned in throughout the summer. So if you haven't turned any in, then start working on those. I'm actually starting to look at drill spots as far as like weapon for rifle and saber. There's a ton of solos in the show. I want to make sure I put the right people in those positions. So even like come the first day of band camp, I'm already going to have your drill spots. And then as we look through the week, I'll start to move people around. But I'm already getting an idea of where people are going to be on the field. You guys know we're doing everything ahead of schedule. Like anything we've done in the past, we're trying to do it all the way ahead of schedule so that we can get the product ready to go as soon as possible. And in order for that to happen, you guys have to hold yourselves accountable, right? Same with me. Yes, I am late with this video, but there have been plenty of video assignments in the past that a lot of you have not turned in yet, all right? So make sure that you guys get on top of that, and I'll make sure that I get on top of getting that last video assignment ready, all right? This is 6 of 7, all right? So almost done with the video assignments. As far as the movement, I think this one's a little bit different, but just keep this skeleton. I did change the song for the warm-up. Everything's going to be the same. Some things are just going to be slightly adjusted, all right? So for movement, we're going to start in second. All we're going to do is we're going to rise up. You want to make sure that you're nice and tall and you're stacking a nice flat back as you go forward and engaging your core. You're going to tip forward. As you tip forward, your toes are going to come facing forward. And my focus goes down. So my back should be flat this whole time. You don't want to have this hump, so it's kind of bad advice, kind of not. Think of sticking your butt out so that you have a nice flat back as you reach forward. You want to keep your stomach nice and tight, right? As you do that, I'm reaching through my fingertips, and I'm going all the way down up until I hit this low 45, and then I release, all right? Now, that's going to take 8 counts. From here, I'm going to plie with my left leg, swing to the left, swing to the right, swing to the left, swing to the right, and I believe we open up with our left arm to finish that out, all right? So I think it's 9, 10, 11, 12, third, fourth, it's the right arm, fifth, sixth. So we'll come up with the right arm for now. If it's different from before, that's okay. We'll just make this a clean slate, all right? With the counts, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, flat, 4. This is 4. 5, 6, 7, release 8, we plie, 9, 10, 11, 12, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. From here, we're going to step into our jazz squares. We're going to step with the left and then the right. So imagine that there's a square on the floor. You're going to step into that top square with your left foot, and then the other top with your right foot, and you're going to be in releve, so on the balls of your foot. All right? That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, we're going to step back with our left leg to that other corner as you go into a plie, and then from here, you're going to step with your right foot. All right, so that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 in releve, 5, 6, 7, 8 in plie. From here, we're going to step every single count. 9, 10, 11, 12, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. All right, so all we're doing is double timing that. The arms are going to line up with the leg. So whenever my left leg steps to the front, my left arm is going to develop to the upper 45, and it's going to be a jazz hand, so fingers separated, right? And then when my right foot goes forward, my right hand does the same, right? When I step to the back, I'm going to pull into my shoulder, and then I'm going to drop it to the low 45, right? So it should always be developing. We're not doing this, right? So when I step to the front, develop, and then same thing to the back, develop, all right? So make sure we have that detail. So the counts for that, for the steps, are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. From here, for now, we'll just lift up. 1, 2, a nice inhale. We'll exhale and tip over. 3, 4, we'll gather up. 5, 6, we'll step I think it's the right leg. 7, 8 to prepare for the other side. I think it's the right leg because we did the left side last week, or you should have, right? All right, so all of that, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, flat 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, left, right, arm and left, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and inhale, 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, prepare 7, 8. All right, so 16, 16, and 8. All right, for the flag, it's the 45 tosses. I know this is probably one of the most difficult sections in that warm-up, so just do the best you can to understand the sequence, and then we can work on the tosses this coming Tuesday. All right? Next, rifle. So if you've been staying up to speed with the rifle in the saber or saber, we did right side spin to stops last week. That's actually the same as it was in the warm-up. So if you already did it in the warm-up, you're already ahead. Now the left side. Last year we spun in the neck, I believe. All right, this year we're going to play with the weight of the gun a little bit more. So we're going to spin in the barrel with our left flat. All right, so my left hand is almost splitting the clip and the bolt, maybe a little more towards the clip in order to manipulate the weight better. And my left hand is going to be at the edge of the butt, pinky hanging off just to ensure that you're covering it. Check this elbow, make sure it's bent, and you're pulling both your elbows away from your rib cage. So it's going to be the same as the right side, just on the left side. So we're going to push 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now from here, when you go into the left side, your hand is going to be on top of the barrel and under the butt. All right, and you want to be at clip and clip. You want to make sure you keep a nice open frame. Don't close off on yourself because you want to take up as much space as possible. And now my right leg is going into 4 starch. 5, 6, 7, 8, and we want to separate, right? So by 8 and, the butt is going to be up for every single transition. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. And I want to come back to my spin spot, making that L shape, keeping my elbow in my rib cage, and then my wrist is in front of my elbow, okay? The next shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, same thing, we're at clip and clip, and I'm pulling my left leg up to my right and passe, behind my right knee. Again, I'm pulling both of my elbows away. Try to get this as flat as possible, and our focus is going to be forward. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. When we pull down this passe, don't just go, ba. Let that develop and step down to second position. All right? Keeps going dark. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Butt up on 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right? I'm shifting my hips over my right leg, and it's turned out. My left leg goes into attitude derriere. And again, keeping both elbows open, clip and clip, and we're going to look over our right shoulder. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. All right? Clip and clip. Make sure when you hit the flat, your arms should not be in line with each other. You want the bolt to be flat. All right? So I'm at the clip, I'm at the clip, I'm in a demi-plie, and I'm looking up. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, hitting that low dip. Try to get your elbow as low as possible. Don't try to hold it like this. All right, we want to try and get the edge of the butt in line with our forearm. From here, we're still going to do a toss. It's a single and a half. Single and a half, so you're going to go up, up, squeeze. All right, so from here, bop, bop, catch. And you're going to catch in the left flat to end it. All right. So 5, hold 6, 7, and 8, and. Same timing as the left side. Or I'm sorry, the right side. So this last side, we're going to have our left leg in 4 starch. Hold 6, release 7 and 8. Catch on 8 and in our left flat again. And then I'll teach you guys the transition between the right and left side. Because it's designed to keep going. All right? So spins and stops on the left side. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and look, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and up, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold 6, 7, and 8. All right. All right. So let me grab my saber. All right, saber, same exact, saber is the same exact body shapes, just like the right side translating to the left side. Now, when we catch on saber / spin, remember you want to pinch with the fingertips. On rifle, you're using more of your hand and your palm. Saber, it's all about the fingertips. I watched a couple Tuesdays ago, a lot of us are spinning like completely in our fingers like this. You guys want to make sure that you're utilizing the thumb and that crevice in your fingers in order to make sure it doesn't rotate. All right, and we'll take a look at that throughout band camp. Movement 2 is mostly saber. All right, so we have to make sure that we get up to speed with that. All right, and I'll make sure that we stay on top of that. All right, so for the left side, obviously you're going to start with your catch tape in your left hand. When you go into your spins, just let it drop. Immediately let the weight of the hilt take over. Some of us are going into that. Don't do that. Also, make sure when we prepare for spins, don't slide. You're going to squeeze and then get to your spin spot. Right? Your balance tape should rotate around your hand, making a circle if it's in the correct spot. When you guys do your balance tape, do not have your hilt guard on. It's going to move your balance tape in a weird spot, and it's not going to do what it needs to do. And also, when you toss, it's not going to go straight up and down like it's supposed to. All right? So take your hilt guard off, and then I would use one finger just to make sure it's completely accurate, or as accurate as possible. If it gets to be too difficult, you can try 2 fingers. But yeah, this one's a little ratchet. The one that I had from last year, I don't know what I did with it while I was moving. All right, so this one's a little off as well, but just try to balance it and see where the tape would be. If you're using 2 hands, you'll put the tape right in between your 2 fingers. All right, so that's where your balance tape should be. Oh, kicked me out. All right, there we go. All right, so from here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, now on the left side, we're going to catch our left hand in the hilt, and our right hand is going to be on catch tape. All right, when you catch, do not wrap your hand completely around the hilt. You want to pinch like a duck mouth. Right, so you want to stop the hilt like this, same with the tape. Don't wrap everything, you want to pinch. Right, right foot is going into into forced arch. 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, again, elbows are separated. I'm pulling my palisade all the way up behind my knee. All right, now when we do the transition, 8 and, just like on the left side, we want the butt / hilt to come up, the heavy part of the equipment on 8 and, right? And when you separate, think of pulling your hands out so that way you can control it as you go into your spin. Now the next shape, we have attitude, opening up the frame, catching a tape in the hilt, looking over our right shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Again, catching tape. Reaching out for tape is a recovery. You should be keeping your balance tape right in front of your your left hip. If we're spinning on the left, you want to catch, it should be more on the left side, right? So if you're having to reach for your tape, it's because you're twisting your saber over too far. Just allow the saber to rotate, center of body, right? From here, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, hold 6. From here, we're going to go 7 and 8. This might be a little bit difficult for you guys because we're used to catching in the left and the right hand, but I still want us to practice this pinch with the right hand so that we can translate that to blade tosses. All right? So from here, it's a single and a half, up, up, catch. All right? So make sure that as you do that, you want to catch with the balance tape over by your right side. And then again, I will talk about the transition once we meet. All right, so left side, spins and stops for saber. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 2, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, sorry, I don't want to hit my ceiling fan. All right. And then how I'm counting it, that's how I want you guys to count it whenever we do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1. All right, I want you to emphasize 5 and 8 and. So in your videos, make sure you practice that. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I have some free time tonight and tomorrow, so I'm definitely going to get caught up on those videos, and I hope I see a lot more than I did last time. If you have questions, let me know, and hopefully I will see some of you on Tuesday.